Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here. Today we're going to be talking about something that it's a terrible thing to talk about, first of all, but it's something that we need to be aware of as citizens in America. You know, when I was in the military, we had a thing called CBR training, which was chemical, biological, and radiological training. Well, they couldn't put biological agents on us and they couldn't put radiological agents on us, but they gave us a good dose of some chemicals. And I'll tell you, it was no fun. Today we're not going to talk about the chemical though, and that would be the stuff like mustard gas, CS gas. But a biological agent's a lot different. A biological agent is, it's actually made from things in our world. It's a biological agent because it's made from living, existing organisms within our world. That's probably a better way to put it. You know, but I'm going to discuss this and what an attack would be like if someone were to release a biological agent. A biological attack is the intentional release of pathological agents and biotoxins. It's a disease-causing agent. You know, it's to be used against humans, plants, and animals, and all will be affected. The humans and the animals will be affected, but as well as the plants, and we and the animals eat the plants, so everything is affected by a biological agent. You know, humans, they have smallpox, Ebola, you know, things like that. And animals have, you know, foot and mouth disease and all kinds of diseases that come from these things. But one way to spread this biotoxin is by aerospray. And the things that are affected are the food, the water, humans, because they become carriers, and infected animals, which are also carriers, insects, and it's also distributed by mail. So see, this stuff can be distributed in a lot of different ways, people. A biological attack can go unnoticed for days or weeks before people start to die. And then by that time, it's too late. It's already spreading. You know, no immediate signs of the attack may be noticed until people and animals are actually falling sick and dying in the streets. Here's what the CDC says to do if there is a biological attack, and it makes me laugh. Watch TV or listen to the radio. You'll get instructions that way. You'll be told what to do, where to go, and how to receive treatment for this bioagent. They say to expect long lines and to expect to see people dead and dying in the streets. People, let's just imagine something. Just for a minute. Let's think that maybe a biotoxin was released and it was something like the influenza epidemic of 1918. This is actually possible, people. They can spread influenza. They can spread any kind of disease that is organically born. That is a biological pathogen. Influenza can definitely be a bioweapon, and it's a weapon that once unleashed, the whole world will see death. People, it's not a pretty thought. In 1918, you know, there were 16 million people died in that war fighting. Terrible. But what's even worse than that, people? During the same time period, 50 million people died from the influenza virus. At that time, that was 1/5 of the Earth's population. Just think about that, people. 1/5 of the Earth's population. This virus could kill many, many more people today than it did in 1918. If a biotoxin like this were released today, it would decimate mankind. It would utterly obliterate us to the point that there would be some left. And according to the Georgia Guidestones in Elberton, Georgia, maybe you've heard of that. A lot of people have. It's a mini Stonehenge set up back in the early 80s by someone who wishes not to be known. And in 5 languages it tells you what we need to do in order to maintain harmony on earth. And the first thing they say is that we need to reduce the population of the earth to 500 million people so that we'll be a number that could be controlled. Right now, people, there are 7.714 billion people on the earth. In order for the New World Order and the cabal and the deep state to achieve this 500 million population worldwide, they're going to have to kill 7.2 billion people. And people, let me tell you something. With the help of the CDC and with the corrupt military and with the deep state and everything they have their fingers in, people, it'll be a miracle if this don't come to pass sometime in the next 20 years. People, they can't control us. You know, we're free thinkers. We believe the things on the right because it is right. God, country, constitution, family, children, church. We believe in all those things. People, they don't. These demons and the cabal and the New World Order, let me tell you, people, they're not friends of ours, and they never have been, and they never will be, because all they want is our demise. People, it's time to wake up. 500 million people worldwide. That means 7.2 million of us have to die in order for the New World Order and the cabal to achieve their goal. As for me, people, I'm not going to roll over and just die. So they're going to have to kill me. And I know there's a lot of good patriots out there feel the exact same way. They'll have to come get us in the still of the night with a spray sent out from a truck going down the road like they'd spray for mosquitoes. He may kill us that way because they wouldn't dare face us head on, one-on-one. People, this is Deplorable Bobby, and this is the way I see it. We need to stand up, stand strong, stand with our president, stand behind our Constitution. Before I say goodnight, people, remember the children. Children are always in trouble. They're always in need. Remember the exploited, the trafficked, the abused, and yes, the sacrificed children. Remember our children, people. Donate to a good organization that takes care of our kids. Do your research. There's a lot of good ones out there and there's a lot of bad ones, so do your research before you donate. People, this is Deplorable Bobby. This is the way I see it. Y'all have a good night.